Across the country, great opportunities exist for motivated individuals looking to begin a career as a sprinkler fitter through the UA Sprinkler Fitters Local Union 669 Joint Apprenticeship Training Committee. What is a sprinkler fitter? A piping specialist, highly trained to install life safety systems. The principal function of a sprinkler fitter is the installation of fire protection systems. This includes underground supply piping, which is connected to an integrated overhead piping system for suppression of fire. Do you have what it takes to be a sprinkler fitter?
Yeah, to me it is a real good feeling to know that, just in case there was a fire or something like that, that I could possibly save lives.
Every day is different for an apprentice sprinkler fitter. It's a dynamic career that calls for consistently implementing new approaches to problem solving. You're about to meet a group of real-world sprinkler fitter apprentices from across the country. These men and women are members of the UA Sprinkler Fitters Local Union 669 Joint Apprenticeship Training Committee, an advanced nationwide education and training program designed for today's advanced construction industry. These apprentices, and others like them, work on some of the largest and most important projects in the world, from hospitals and airports to massive data centers and nuclear facilities.
The day in the life of a sprinkler fitter. I get up early.
I usually wake up around 5:30.
4:30 to 5:30, and that's depending on start time, distance from my house to the job.
Hit the road, drive about 40 minutes here, and start my day at 6.
Get there before on time, so 15 minutes early. Open the gang box and kind of find the plan for what the day is going to be. The current job site I'm on is pretty big. It's a parking garage right now, the levels are, and then there's office on top of that.
We're currently working on an industrial building that has a couple levels of office space.
Today I'm working in a fab shop. Typically what happens in a fab shop is you would cut, thread, or groove pipe required for a specific job.
Today on the job site, I actually set dimension lines for hanging branch lines. I also put some branch lines up as well.
We're working on installing this fire sprinkler system on one of the floors, roughing it in, getting it ready for future. You're not doing the same thing over and over. So, you can be doing one thing tomorrow in a totally different part of the building and doing something else the next day.
These young men and women are receiving their training through the UA Sprinkler Fitters Local Union 669 Joint Apprenticeship Training Committee. This 5-year training program prepares apprentices to become highly skilled sprinkler fitters. And though all of these apprentices receive continuous on-the-job training, they are also required to complete 5 consecutive years of rigorous classroom instruction as part of their training program. In addition to the classroom training, apprentices must also complete rigorous coursework at home. This work must be completed on the apprentice's own personal time.
Our training class is on Saturdays, and we have 18 Saturday classes that we have to go to a year. They're 8 hours long.
We learn about different topics. As far as valves, or it can be something to as small as material like a nut and washer, or what that is. Everything in that aspect is key to being successful. You got to know what those things are. You have some days where it's all classroom, and you have some days where it's hands-on. You're doing projects, you're talking to your fellow classmates and interacting and stuff like that.
In the training center, you might read about it, watch a video about it, but until you actually physically install a piece of pipe or drill a hanger, drill a hole, whatever, you're not going to really know how that works.
Yeah, I was in school for a while, and I would say the difference between going to a university and coming to the sprinkler fitter school is I actually want to be there. I actually want to learn.
You're in the field doing it as you learn it. And that to me is very important. You can learn all day, but if you're not doing it, it's very difficult to transition that.
Another benefit apprentices can look forward to after completing their apprenticeship is receiving 32 college credits that they can use to further advance their career.
From here, you have a lot of different avenues. You know the trade, you learn the trade, and you can expand on that and move forwards.
I've definitely gotten a lot more hands-on experience, like they'll give me a print and here's your material, like, get this in, or you know what to do.
So basically what I'm doing now is I'm taking sprinkler heads, prepping them to get ready to put into the pipe up top. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some dope on the end of this, on the threads. Once I dope that, I'm gonna put the sprinkler head into a bushing. And then I'm also gonna dope the threads on this to make it go in easier and seal.
So after you get the pipe, you would place it on the saw and measure it to whatever length is on the cut sheet. Make sure it's secure and cut it. After you're done threading or grooving the pipe, you would load it onto a truck and send to the job.
The biggest thing about getting in the lift and going up was when it wobbles. That was more of an eerie feeling for me. Now it's just second nature.
I feel like being a sprinkler fitter does help save lives.
If there's a disaster, you're helping people out. That's something to be proud of to me.
I mean, I look at it as we're saving our families. If our families are in a burning building, I would hope that somebody had installed that fire protection right, so then it works efficiently for that.
Our work is extremely important to do properly. If someone were to install a system wrong, however way they do it, and it doesn't operate like it should when there is a fire, and there could be property damage, but there could be people that could die because of that. So, it's extremely important to do your job.
A lot of the training also comes from the guys you work with that have also been through the program. And so a lot of that is very helpful.
Yeah, the journeymen I've worked throughout the years, I mean, they've pretty much coached me. If I had a question, they would show me and actually take the time to break it down.
Most guys are pretty willing to try to teach you a way if you apply yourself. They see that you're interested and you want to learn more.
When you're working with a guy for however long, eventually you form that bond and where it's kind of like a big brother, little brother type of thing.
The value the journeymen bring to the job site is unmeasurable.
They take care of you. They help you through your tough times and whatnot.
The journey doesn't end with becoming a journey person. Sprinkler fitters can continue on to a number of other opportunities within the trade, such as becoming foremen, superintendents, project managers, designers, inspectors, instructors, or even owners of their own companies.
As long as you have an open mind, you're not set in your ways, and you're willing to learn, it's there.
The day of a sprinkler fitting apprentice is challenging, but at the end of the day, it's also gratifying. These young men and women know their work is important, having helped to ensure that the potentially tragic consequences of a fire never become a reality. More information is available online at training669.org.